back on ESPN and the Watch ESPN app. My name is Dave Vincent alongside David Fink for this men's quarterfinal match. Paul Brady and Mondo Ortiz. Here on the show court is the referee, Anthony Celesto, getting everybody lined up, and we'll have tip-off here in less than a minute. Mondo trying to get that same type of energy back that he had in Salt Lake City, but I'm just not so sure anybody can play as good as Paul Brady right now.
Well, Dave, did you see Sean Lenning play earlier this morning?
That was impressive. This is the WPH Race Freight Pro Tour, brought to you by E Ft Handball.
And Dave, these guys have been chomping at the bit for about the last hour and a half.
I know, and now there's another delay as they're changing a battery on a microphone.
Now, I'm not much on schedules, Dave, but this was scheduled to start at 1:45, so it's not as though they've been in a prolonged delay. I mean, I'd say this is pretty good as far as how many matches we've had on this court, but these guys are definitely ready. You know, you have to remember, Dave, the last time these guys played, Armando Ortiz beat Paul Brady. So you know that Paul Brady's one of the most motivated players in the history of the sport, but imagine how motivated he'll be to play one of the only two guys that have beat him in the last 11 years. Yeah. Armando Ortiz has been very disappointed with his season thus far. He's had some bad losses in his mind, and he's looking to reestablish that momentum that he had last year. But you know, these guys have only played twice, and Armando could have easily won both of them. He won one of them. Last year, you remember, at 19-all in the first game, Paul Brady had the good fortune of the ball sliding on Mondo twice, and then Mondo turned his ankle early in the second game.
I just had this weird feeling that Paul played Mondo earlier this season sometime. I mean, in my mind, it seemed like, I want to agree with you, but it felt like they played in either Houston or...
They did not. They have not played this season, I'm positive. And I'll go through the record books. U.S. Open, Mondo lost round of 8 to Nadia Alvarado. Tucson, Mondo lost to Vic Perez, round of 16. Houston, Mondo lost to Sean Lenning, round of 8. San Francisco, Mondo lost to me, round of 8. So that...
Not in U.S. Open? No. Okay.
So...
All right, well, I apologize. A little extended delay here to change a battery on a microphone, but referee was actually on time.
Gentlemen, my two lines judges are Abraham Montijo and Jonathan Hingy. Okay? Serving first from Ireland, ranked #1, Paul Brady.
Hands together for Paul. Crowd favorite
Retrieving
everywhere
serve,
he goes.
ranked #6 from Los Angeles, California, Armando Ortiz. Gentlemen, good luck. 0 plays 0.
Dave, there's always an electricity when Paul Brady is playing, almost like when Mike Tyson used to come out to the ring, and you just kind of felt it.
1 plays 0.
You know?
Can you get overhyped for something like this? And
the
Paul,
feeling that you're going to have when I force you to come over for the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight,
Serve.
and you'll leave after the first round.
Yeah. The last time we tried that, it worked out well.
Well, it was our last social experiment.
Side out.
Almost 2 years ago. So I guess you could say it did work out well. In
for
that
me, it
sense.
0 plays 1.
Yeah.
0 serves 1.
Short ball.
That was close. Might be appealed.
Second serve.
Paul starts off the match with an ace.
And that's a strange shot from Paul.
And a miss hit there from Mondo.
Yeah, that was not a good shot from Mondo. I think he tried to force a kill into the left corner there, but probably would have been better off pinching a three-ball shot
0.
there. And Dave, there's what you would call a 4-bouncer to the back wall. It actually only bounced twice, but I know you like to multiply times 2, so that was a 4-bounce ace into that back left
So
corner.
2 play 0. Short ball.
Look at that
You
serve.
appeal?
And that
Both
was
agree.
short.
Paul can't even see it. It's that fast.
Second serve.
Dave, is this the Paul Brady collection, this WPH red and black? I mean, I haven't seen anyone. This must be especially.
I don't even know where he got
Side
those
out.
shirts. 'Cause
0
I know he
plays
didn't
2.
buy them.
Oh.
Gatekeeper doesn't allow that, you know.
Oh, I know that.
This is going to be good for Mondo as he sets up. Brady gets a back ball, looked like it slid. Brady put his hand up.
No one else in the sport is still in this rally besides Paul Brady, and he's going to not only stay in it but win it.
Oh my gosh, he decided to hit that ball as hard as he could. Mondo is holding his own in here on this rally, though. And he goes for the kill, and it dips in.
Side out.
Mondo had a point-blank setup, and he hit a good shot. And Paul Brady, with that amazing agility.
2 play 0.
Marco Chavez pointing out 28.09 seconds in that rally compared to the average that we're seeing at the end of that game with
Second
Nadi and
serve.
Emmett Pachot, somewhere around 8 or 7.5 second rallies. 28 seconds. Who's that going to benefit? A horse?
Everything benefits Paul.
That's a nice
Look
shot.
at that get, and he floats it back up.
Jeez.
And Dave, according to what you said, Mondo should have taken that with his left hand off the back wall. I mean, according to your sources, his left hand is better off the back
Side
wall,
out.
yet he moved himself
Well,
into the left side wall
he's
to use his
left-handed.
right.
0 plays 2.
I think he's plays better with his left than his right.
That was a side out.
Okay.
You're going to write that
0
down.
plays
No, I'm
2.
And
gonna-
for those
I'm
that
gonna
are
keep
keeping
track.
score on this idiotic conversation that we're having, actually it's me being an idiot. I know that a lot of people want to know. You invited me to go over and watch boxing, and your wife said to me, "It's really nice to have you here." And I made the comment,
out.
"Well, I'm only here because
2
your
play
husband
0.
wanted me here. I actually hate boxing." You turned around and said, "Well, you don't have to be
Saw
here."
it
So I
good.
stood up and walked out.
Yeah.
It was
Appeal?
that was it.
Both agree.
Yeah. It was the last time you were at my house, but
Yeah.
we do live
Point.
pretty far away.
Yeah,
3 play 0.
I actually counted the other day when I was trying to throw eggs.
Yeah.
73 feet
Mm.
you live away.
Well, you have a good arm, so that's not much for you.
Threw it left-handed.
Yeah.
4-0 though, as good as Mondo looks like he's playing here.
Mondo yet to hit a kill shot in
4
this
play
match.
0. Saw the slide ball. Paul, I saw it slide on the serve. Four play 0 over. Slid.
Dave, I want to welcome in Mike Wells, who's watching in Minnesota State. Amazing, inspiring handball promoter and supporter. He heads the program there at Minnesota State in Mankato.
4 play 0
He's got
over.
over 30 handball players on his team, many more that he introduces to this great game every semester.
Point.
He's actually enjoying the banter, believe it or not.
5
Wow.
play 0.
Stepped in and made a couple of comments, which I, of course, disagreed with. And Paul Brady now.
Of course, of
Point.
course. Paul Brady's doing what he
Timeout.
what he does.
30 second, 1 minute. 1 minute. 6-0 when we resume.
1 minute break coming up here. Mondo looked like he was really maybe over preparing for this, really trying to psych himself up
Yeah.
for Paul Brady.
Yeah.
But it takes more than just
Right.
the mental aspect of going in there and saying you're going to win. I'm thinking positive. You have to literally go out and do what we saw Paul do earlier with those leg exercises and band exercises. It's
Well, Dave, you don't beat Paul Brady in the 30 minutes before the match. You beat him in the days and months and years before the match. I remember hearing Mondo ate oatmeal for breakfast before one of his matches and felt like that was going to make him ready. But that's good. That's a good start. But it actually, you need to be doing that for a couple of years on top of all the other things. Now that's to beat somebody like Paul Brady,
yeah,
because that's what Paul Brady's doing.
right.
I mean, I don't know if he eats. I think he just charges himself.
Well, I went to In-N-Out
just-
Burger one time and defeated Chip Morales to make it into the round of 8 at a pro stop.
Oh.
So that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'd been doing it for years.
So you don't even wait for Kara to ask you the question. Just
No, I
have to-
just.
Yeah.
What do you do right before a match? I answer the questions before Kara asks. So it worked for me. Because, you know.
All right, gentlemen, play resumes. 6, play 0. Short ball. Second serve.
Pick up there. That was a nice shot from Mondo Ortiz. Left-handed right corner kill.
Mondo hit a kill that would have been a side out the shot before that against anyone else,
Zero,
but Paul
play
Brady
6.
tracked it down, and then Mondo did execute the left-handed kill.
Mondo in the driver's seat again. Paul had a weak return. Mondo hits that ball down the left. Maybe it's the oatmeal
To point.
taking effect.
1, play 6.
That was a huge football, Dave. His foot was 4 inches over the line there. Mondo wears a size 8.5 Kobe, and half that shoe is over the line.
6, plays 1.
Paul just about went over the line himself there.
Point. 7, plays 1. Short ball.
Gee, Paul hits that ball hard. My gosh.
Second serve.
We have high definition cameras here, and people say they can't track the handball. They haven't seen it on a pure high def TV like right now, and you can see every single shot. But when Paul serves, I admit
Point.
there's a little loss there sometimes. I mean, he's
8,
just
plays
crushing
1.
this ball.
That's what he does.
That's short there.
Saw it good.
I saw
You
it
peeled.
bad.
Both disagree. Second serve.
It was about 2 inches short.
And Dave, we've said this before, but this is the last guy to beat Paul Brady. And
9,
he's
plays
getting
1.
run out of the gym right now. And Dave, that goes down as a kill for Mondo Ortiz. Paul Brady hits a strange shot that looked like may actually work
1,
out, but
plays
it
9.
didn't.
Slide ball. Hold on, I saw it slide on the serve. Yes, I do. What? Paul, you just want to wipe your knee? Your knee? Your knee, you're bleeding. Yeah? That's new. Both are new. Yeah, both are brand new. Okay. I might need another new one. Oh, those are wet.
Not sure what's going on here, Dave.
The last time they were wiping it.
Dave,
they were
I'm not
wiping the glass.
sure exactly. I know Paul Brady has a cut on his knee, and I guess they're going to replace the towel, which is smart. Mondo
Still 2
Ortiz
serves.
has a
1,
deadly
plays
serve, but
9
we haven't
over.
seen him do anything with it thus far. That was the closest. And there's a flat rollout with the left hand. I know you
Point.
consider that as offhand, but it was a nice flat roll there. Perfect first strike from
2,
Mondo
plays 9.
Ortiz. 2-9. Wow.
Point.
Now Mondo's got
3, plays 9.
2 good serves in a row, trying to put something together. Another nice serve. That one with a
Point.
little hoppage sliding down that right wall. 3 in a row.
4, plays 9.
Paul gets right directly in
Check
front
the
of
ball,
Mondo Ortiz.
Yeah, there was really nowhere for Mondo to hit unless he went over Paul Brady's shoulder with some sort of three-wall
Four
shot.
plays
Paul
9.
wasn't standing there before Mondo took that ball around that revolving door. Yeah, look how Paul is able to get
Yeah.
into position. I mean,
That's a kill against anybody else, and Paul re-kills it.
he gets all the way up there like he already knows that Mondo's going to go for that corner.
Yeah.
And I'll tell
9
you this,
plays
if Mondo
4.
decided to go down that left wall,
Yeah.
Brady would have been there too.
Yeah. That's what really separates these truly great, great
10
champions.
plays 4.
Chapman had that same ability.
Short. Line. Second serve.
Wow, Paul had to go around Mondo. Paul doesn't argue,
out.
so
4
he
plays
just
10.
collects titles. See how wide Paul opens up to return that serve from Mondo? I thought that wasn't a bad idea for Mondo Ortiz.
Well, that was just a reaction.
Ten plays 4. Foot fault. Back foot, Paul. Second serve.
Paul just crushes that ball.
Slide ball, slide ball, slide ball.
Dave, I know you
Mondo, can
study
you fix the door handle,
atmospheric
please? It came
pressure quite a bit, but we're in a space here that has no windows, no
10 plays 4
real
over.
circulation, ventilation. There's no air
out.
blowing.
Short ball.
And how could the ball not start sliding after you've had a few matches with guys sweating? And
Second serve.
I mean, it just, I don't.
I think this year they decided that they're going to turn the heat on,
Yeah.
and we're finding out what happens when they do that. Because last year it was cold.
We
No
did have
heat.
2 slides late in the first game when Paul Brady played Mondo, but I don't remember there being a lot of other slides.
11 plays 4.
Score is 11-4.
Short ball. Second serve.
This is game number 1. 11-4 is the score here. Boy, Paul threw everything into that one. Mondo had a little window.
Hold on, hinder ball.
Could have been called maybe 2 shots ago. These guys are crushing this ball. How can
Two
they
serves.
not break
11 plays 4.
the balls that they're hitting in here? They're both crushing it. Oh, I like that inside-out shot from Mondo Ortiz. Gets back into the box here at 4-11.
That was a big miss hit, though.
You don't think he was trying to go down the left wall?
Well, he was trying to go there. He didn't
Timeout.
hit it
That's your
solidly.
second timeout. 4 plays 11 when we resume 1 minute.
Referee throws a towel onto the floor, says that in 1 minute they will resume. I know that.
I know normally during timeouts, LeBron James is out there on the court, drawing the court himself.
I don't watch every movement that LeBron James makes, but I wouldn't doubt that he has thrown a towel on the ground and wiped up some condensation every now
I
and
actually would doubt that.
then. I really?
Yeah.
I bet it has happened. Our tournament Race for 8 Tour sponsor, E Ft Handball, has that new pro handball glove that's out, 100% all synthetic. You can machine wash that thing. You throw your other gloves in there and you'll never play with them again, but with the E Ft Handball glove, you can.
Well, I just throw my gloves out every time I lose, and I lose a lot, so they never need to be washed.
Always wearing brand new gloves.
Yeah.
That's what we call you. They have a suede texture for added grip and hop. Tab strap for the perfect fit. Completely free wrist for big
Play resumes.
mobility
4
and snap.
plays 11.
I love that tab feel.
Feels really great.
Yeah. Mondo's wearing them right now, in fact.
Feels like you're playing handball with a Corvette as your gloves. Just really sleek and sexy.
Yeah.
5 plays 11.
This should be a big setup for Mondo. Goes down bottom board and misses it. And you have to convert there. That would have been in the 6-point instead. Yeah. Brady serving at 11-5.
Terrible error there for Mondo. And like you said, Dave, you don't get many opportunities like that against Paul Brady.
11 plays 5.
But Dave, I do think that Mondo is a little bit too hyped up right now. There's that balance between being motivated but also calm. And Paul pays back the favor with a terrible error. But I think Mondo's a little bit too close to the overly pumped up
5 plays
emotion.
11.
I mean, Dave, he actually was punching a brick wall out here during that timeout.
Yeah, I saw that. See if he converts here. And he does. But I don't mind somebody being overly hyped at the end of a game. When you see it at the beginning, you know it's not going to help you. But you see, Mondo's only 5 away from Brady here. Being overly hyped at this point is actually not bad. This is the point when a lot of players give up against Paul.
Well, I've never seen anybody give up.
Really?
Skip ball.
Now he's 4 points away.
But, you know, the problem is you get down 9-1, Dave. You have to outscore Paul Brady 14-4 to win the game. So,
7
well,
plays
sometimes
11.
the only thing you can do is punch a brick wall and yell at yourself. I'm not trying to play the devil's advocate, but
I
at the
understand
beginning of a match, if you're like Mondo is now, it might not be good. And I don't think it was good for him at the beginning of this. But now I actually like it because nothing else is working.
11 plays
Paul
7.
is missing right now.
yeah.
Short ball.
And it might be because of the
feel?
sideshow.
Both agree.
The punching the brick wall. And those Edel gloves
Second serve.
just took a big old fist punch to a brick wall. I don't know how his hand's not broken, actually, because that was loud. Maybe it is.
Dave, Mondo's this guy that has the prettiest airs of anyone you'll ever see. I mean, his misses are,
plays
they
7.
seem like they're perfect shots. They miss by 1 inch.
There's the Edel handball glove right there. The exact one that Mondo punched.
7 plays 12.
That's how good our graphics people are. 7-12 here, Mondo.
Could have used those actually last year when you and I went to the parking lot after a dispute. Because I remember I wore my regular gloves and my knuckle got really bloody and busted up, and I don't think that would have happened.
Not with those gloves.
No, based on what I just saw with Mondo punching that brick wall.
You should have seen my face.
Yeah.
Okay, play resumes. 12 plays 7. Hold on, slide ball. How are your guys' gloves? Yeah, let me see your shirt. Yeah, please change. It is.
It's going to be a 2-minute
it is.
break
So,
here.
shirt,
We're also going to
Paul,
take
change
one
your
in the
gloves,
booth
please.
unless
Mondo,
Kara
you two, gloves, shirts. 2
is
minutes.
courtside. Sometimes I find out later that she is courtside. Let's go to her really quickly here, Kara.
I am courtside because we never finished up earlier. I'm here with Stephen Cooney,
Poor
right? We have those
Stephen.
5 questions.
He's
we
still
hold
there.
him to it. We hold him to it.
Thank you for that.
He's still here, and I know he's cheated by now.
I have not. I didn't look
So
at
I'm
it
just going to
all.
make up some random stuff and see how this flows. We'll stick to it for the first 3 because then I have some other questions for you, all right?
Okay.
All right, if you didn't play handball, what would you be doing?
Right now, probably eating in a restaurant right now because I'm pretty hungry. But get back to, I don't know.
Well, he said the 10th floor is too healthy of food.
Yes, it's too healthy. Probably McDonald's or Chipotle down the road. Yeah, that's probably where it would be. Chipotle.
So just eating.
Yes, eating, yeah.
You're in a movie. A movie's about you. Who is going to star you in that movie?
Oh, maybe Ewan McGregor? Yeah,
See, you
I like
did
that
cheat.
one.
You did
No,
cheat.
I actually thought about that one last night when I was trying to get to sleep. Yeah. I was watching Trainspotting last
You
night.
envisioned yourself in Moulin Rouge singing and dancing on top of the buildings?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Ewan McGregor, that's a good one. And then describe in 5 words handball.
Unique, challenging, intense, diverse in the way the codes you can play it, and maybe eclectic in the different people that play it.
Who are the most eclectic people?
In handball, Sean Lennon. He, especially the clothes he wears. Let me see. Let me see who else. Probably me at times, I feel, and Aoife McCarthy.
She's sitting right there. She just set herself up for that, and she does not want to be on camera. Put her on camera. There we go. Love it. You said before that if you could be anyone past or present, it would be Danny tomorrow.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit, how important tomorrow is to you.
It's important in regards, I think if one of us wins, we could have a shot of making the top 8 for Salt Lake City. So that would be the main reason behind winning that match. And I think I haven't played him in so long. And I think the last time, I think I might have won. And we were doubles partners together, so before we won US junior doubles together, so it'd be a grudge match, so hopefully I get out on top. So
You've been hanging around with me here. How do you think Ortiz is taking on Brady?
he started slow, but he's getting into it, you know. But Brady's just so intense. But Mondo just needs to keep going for his shots, and hopefully they pay off, and he gets going, and we'll make a match out of this. So.
Best of luck to you tomorrow. Not really. I know. I am tongue-tied. That Ewan McGregor thing threw me off.
Yeah.
Right back to you guys.
Everybody stutters when Ewan McGregor's name is called. Dave, I almost feel that if someone were to defeat Paul Brady, it would almost have to be in the 21-point format, unless someone like a Sean Lennon would go out there and just do what he did in 15 points.
Well, I'm not sure I understand that reasoning.
It's just that if Mondo were to do anything with Brady, he'd have to find a weakness. He'd have to pick at it.
Find a weakness.
Evan plays 13.
I think the shorter the game, the better chance you have of being someone that's better than you.
Mondo found a weakness in Salt Lake City.
Short.
That ball was short.
Oh, that was good.
Peels?
I saw it short.
Both disagree.
That was definitely good.
Point ball.
Yeah, way over the line.
You want to do the replay? Okay. He's going to go to the replay.
He can go to the replay.
He's going to the replay.
Let's go to the replay here and then zoom in when the ball hits the ground.
Oh, I don't know why Mondo's upset.
Point or take. Okay.
So Paul's already arguing whether
Well,
it
I
was
said
good.
short. They both disagree. Do you want a replay from the booth or no?
I see it short.
I know.
Dave, what did you say you saw good?
Live, I did see it good. I didn't
right
see
there
that
was
replay.
short.
You weren't. It was an unreturnable get. The serve was flat. No, the serve was flat. Okay, serve was flat.
They're going to give the point to
If
Mondo
you're not going to
here.
go to the replay booth, that's a point because both my lines judge overturned my call, and I'm going to call it a point. Okay, that's 8 plays 13.
Here it is, Dave.
I think he could have gotten that, and I do think it was good.
Well, Paul grabbed it, so he did get it.
What you couldn't hear on the
No.
replay was that the ref did say something, and Paul held up.
Well, let's just see what the handball gods say. Yeah, good call.
It's a point.
So what you're
9
saying is the
plays
ball
13.
can tell the truth or
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and at that point, it
Yeah.
didn't.
My answer is Ewan McGregor.
Point.
Sorry you missed that part of the interview.
10
I'm
plays
not.
13.
Look at the score here. The one that seems to give Paul Brady fits. Uh-oh. That was a little slight miss there, but Mondo gets it back to the front wall. Paul Brady's going to underhand shovel it. Mondo does the reverse spin out. See if he sets up here and goes for it, and he does.
Oh, no. No way. Mondo plays a perfect point and loses it on a backhand flip corner kill.
Yeah, but that's Paul does that backhanded underhand reverse flip.
He went to the opposite corner.
Yeah, but he does this a lot.
Oh.
It's not like that's the first time we've seen Paul do that reverse flip. Wow, that is a nice shot, though, regardless. I mean, you don't see too many people do that.
I see you go for it when the ball comes right to you.
I know. It's kind of a thing that needs to stop happening.
Well, it did stop. You stopped playing.
It did. You're right. Earlier in that semifinal of the women's 5th place, Danielle Daskalakis got by Jessica Gawley to go into the final of 5th. Yvonne August defeated Maria Dugas 25-13. So that's
Short ball on
that
the
was
line.
good, actually.
He appeals.
That was not short.
Both disagree.
The ball was good.
2 serves. It was up.
Paul
Two
gets
serves.
a laugh from the crowd.
Two serves.
When you're Paul Brady,
13
everything you
plays
say
10.
is funny. So I found that out when he was reffing. Just the
When you make fun of somebody, it's because
saw
you're
that short
insecure.
He appeals. Both
I
agree.
found that out just by talking to my psychiatrist, so I know that that's true.
yeah.
Second serve. Down ball.
I don't think Mondo realizes the game's over right now.
Well,
Possible game point, plays 10.
that was only the 13th. Now going to the 14th point. That round of applause a little early, and there is the round of applause, which
Three
came
minutes.
a point
3 minutes.
early, and now we have a 3-minute break. We're going to take a yeah, go ahead.
I think that was the 16th point Paul Brady scored there. I think there was some confusion.
On the
He
scoreboard?
came in with 13, and he just scored 3 in a row. I think the referee got confused there.
I don't
No?
know. They had one that was replayed, and we have a dedicated scoreboard person, and that was correct. And we've never made an error on the scoreboard. So
All right, I could have made it.
we're going to take a break, though. We're going to be back in just a few. Stick around. 2 more minutes, and we'll have game number 2 next here on ESPN and the Watch ESPN app. Stick with us.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Come straight back, Paul.
Back in New York at the NYAC, Dave Vincent alongside David Fink here for this conclusion of the last quarterfinal match. Winner to face Nadia Alvarado later on this evening. Loser going to go into a drop-down bracket for 5th place.
If they so choose. Not everyone chooses to play in those.
Well,
everyone but one person usually does.
There's the majority of the pros will play those for the points for Salt Lake City.
Mondo gave me a look, Dave, after that first game as to say, I'm in this. I'm here to win. Paul Brady, on the other hand, got some coaching or counseling or motivation from Carl Boo 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 Brown.
Wow.
All right,
Is that
guys.
too many boos?
Game 2 start. Mondo will serve.
I think it was one less boo than
Zero.
needed to be.
Play 0.
Okay. I knew it was at
next
least
time-
3.
Next time you need to go boo it up.
Yeah.
0 serves 3.
And Paul just starts the game with a perfect return of serve.
So I guess he has a great fish shot too.
0, play
yeah,
0.
That was amazing. And Dave, not a lot of guys have the confidence to hit a pass shot on the first strike because you feel like, I want to end the rally right here. I hit a great serve. Paul Brady will go to the pass shot.
Point.
And now quickly, Paul Brady
play
wins
0.
the first 3 rallies of this second game. Make that 4.
Point.
Paul Brady's only hit the ball 5
3,
times,
play 0.
and he's won the first 4 rallies. Make that 6 hits, 5 rallies won.
I thought he went natural.
6
Appeals
hits,
the slide
5
on the
rallies,
serve.
1
Yeah.
and 1 broken
Can't
ball.
appeal the slide.
Or did it break or no?
No,
Okay.
but they were opening up one to get it ready.
They knew it. Yeah. They.
Point.
But Dave, think about that. He returned
4,
the
play
serve,
0.
won the rally with that shot.
Right.
3 aces, and then 1 first strike kill. Now that's 2 shots.
2 shots.
So we're at now a timeout, I think. So now I can do this math because it's pretty complicated. 5 plus 2,
7.
7, and he's won 6 rallies
Yeah.
on
So,
7 shots.
yeah, that's
That's pretty efficient.
not quite as good as as Katrina Casey earlier in her first round match, where
Well,
her opponent served once in the whole.
I'm not
match.
talking about serving once. She
I know.
actually
I
had to
understand
hit-
what you're
yeah.
saying. Yeah.
She had to hit the ball a few
Multiple
times a
times,
rally. Yeah. On a few occasions.
But serving once, and that's only because the law said that
4-0.
they had to serve.
Oh, I'm sorry. 5-0.
See, I thought it was 6. I guess I'm going to delusion.
And when I say
here.
the law, I mean, you know, your opponent gets to serve at least once in a match. So that's
7 hits, 6 rallies, 1 now.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is unbelievable. Actually, 8 hits.
6, play 0.
So I see, you know, math wasn't really your thing.
Okay.
Make that 9.
He's had 2 two-shot rallies,
Okay.
and the rest are all one-shot
Timeout.
rallies.
It's
Okay,
your
so
So
just
first.
add
let's do
2
this
points.
math here.
So just
So
add
it's
1
points.
minute.
That's
7, but he's won
7,
8.
play
He's
0.
won 8 rallies because he got the side out
Yeah.
to start. Okay, 8 rallies, 10 shots.
right.
Okay,
7 points.
yeah, and a side out. I count that as a rally 1.
So we can
for
take the
this.
headsets off now and
Yeah, I mean,
just go home. Is it close for the winner? I mean, what point are we trying to make? I mean, he's the greatest player we've seen.
no, that's a given.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the efficiency right now. I mean, in golf, you're aiming for lowest score.
But
He's
you just
getting
said that
it.
Mondo gave you the look. Are you sure that look was that he was going to do something there? Here's the look of Central Park.
Maybe the
is-
look was that he was going to go for a jog in Central Park after this match. Could have been that.
Look how beautiful that is out there. Yeah, that's Central Park. Here inside of our little cubicle, it's Paul Brady. 10 shots, 8 rallies, 1, 7
Okay,
points.
so now we can stop counting. But it was at that
Yeah.
time.
And that stat just went out the window.
But it's not out the window. It's in the archives as a record.
And that's the 3rd shot right here from Paul. And
And Rondo's looking tired now. But, Dave, you said, how can anyone beat Sean Lenning? from what we saw earlier this morning, and then you see a guy come out here and win 8 rallies, hitting the ball 10 times. So.
Point.
Best serve in history, check.
Best back wall, the hardest hitter.
The best mover.
Mondo can't win the battle against Paul Brady, so maybe he'll win one against the referee.
10 plays 0.
I think the lesson here, Dave, is you need to have boo, 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 boo talk to you between games.
I felt that my broadcast got better after he came in and introduced himself. 11-0 in game number 2.
Short. On the line.
There's going to be an appeal, I think.
One disagrees, one agrees.
Hey, you never know.
Second serve.
That's a nice little return. I mean, how do you defend a Paul Brady serve when he hits it that 90-mile-per-hour serve right at your feet?
11.
I mean, you can say, I'm going to wait for it to come off the back wall, but then it bounces all the way up near the short line.
Short.
You have to have sort of those crafty Nadi Alvarado shots where he puts the cut spin on it and gets himself into a rally.
This is why I feel the only person that could defeat Paul Brady would be a Sean Linning type, because it's so unorthodox that I think a traditional player doesn't beat Paul Brady, because he expects and is able to anticipate everything. But with the Sean Linning, you just can't.
I think a guy that played like Dave Chapman in his prime is a
but
close
we're
match.
talking about a past player. I'm talking about
right now. I don't see anyone beating him.
When you'd almost have to be so unorthodox in the way that you play to beat him.
I just don't see anything beating him now.
We saw that taking excessive towel timeouts and floor wipes doesn't work, slowing the game down.
Get you more camera time.
Nice poke right there. I like that shot from Mondo, who looks good during this rally.
Well, Mondo's not played a bad match here, Dave.
No.
You know, you think about Emmett Peixote scored more points off Paul Brady in his last match against Paul than he did today against Nadi Alvarado Jr. I mean, could have won some money on that bet.
Yeah, I don't like the bet.
How's the service box, okay?
That's actually true, so I don't know why we're laughing.
Laughing because I don't think you meant that as a hypothetical.
It was more metaphoric.
That was a point. We have
I thought it was a simile.
11.
I'm not going to throw dagger words at you. I'm just going to sit back and watch this amazing game.
Short.
Oh, handball, short ball.
Second serve.
You know, Dave, this has become what we saw in San Francisco, blowout Saturday.
Look at that foot fault.
Double fault.
Yeah, that was a good one.
11 plays 2.
But, you know, Dave, you'll look back at the scoreboard here, and Mondo did score 10 points in the second game, and you think to yourself, well, he's probably going to end up with 2 or 3 in this game, so on paper it looks about as good as anyone does. But to watch this match, Dave, you never at any point felt like it was a competitive match. I mean, it was 9-1 instantly.
2 plays 12.
There was one moment when Mondo started scoring at the end of that game that you thought maybe something, when it was about 9-13 within 4, I felt maybe some magic might happen. But since that moment, Paul Brady's gone
12
on
plays 2.
14-3 run. So that's what happens. You play the best that you've ever played against Brady, and then all of a sudden he decides to step it up a notch. Paul Brady's step up to another notch at this level that he's at already is dangerously obscene.
Well, I think every great athlete has that next gear. You know, it's there.
Short. He appeals.
I don't know why Paul can't win the point there.
You want a replay? go to replay?
No, Paul doesn't understand.
want to replay? You saw
Once
it
the
good.
call is short, you can't then take the next shot and say, I won the rally. You see what he's trying to do here, Dave? Paul appealed the serve because he flat killed the return, and he's thinking if the serve is overturned,
Can
he
I get a
wins the rally.
replay on that serve? I called it short. My linesmen agree.
It wasn't
Paul
short.
saw it good. He's going to the replay.
But Paul's now giving Mondo a first serve, but he's not going to get this side out.
Yeah, let's look at the replay of the serve.
I mean,
Paul thinks that because and Mondo's discussing this with him as well. It's like, well, you might get this overturned, but you're not going to get that side out here. Look at now, Mondo actually fist pumping Paul Brady like, well, you never know. You know how Paul answers.
I thought that was short.
I don't know. Let's go back if we can, right where the ball hits the short line, Chris. I think it's actually might be over the second time I looked at it. Yeah, it's short.
Yeah.
So the ball is short. Short ball. Short ball.
And Dave, this is one of those rare instances where we're in New York and our video replay team is also in New York, but we're not in the same building.
Yeah.
They're over in.
So it's always a call in.
Yeah,
no
I mean,
matter
they're
what you
over
do.
in 30 Rock somewhere in that vicinity. So we're communicating with them like we always do, even though we're so close. We're just 10 or 15 blocks
In the memo
away.
I read, it was off 5th.
Okay, yeah.
So that's, I guess, near 30 Rock, depending on what.
Yeah,
but they said
because we're
Upper
at-
Manhattan.
We're
so
at 7th or 8th. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they're just a ways down
Resumes.
towards
One
Times
serve
Square.
coming. 2 plays 12.
2 serve 12. That's broke. No?
It is broken.
I think Paul
Shot
wanted
down.
to try to. Paul wanted to hit that again and just really snap it in half. I don't understand. Mondo rolled onto his back
Yeah.
and just got the whole floor wet. Did
There's
that
a
thing
word
where he
for
went
that.
up. Watch this here.
No, I know. I watched
Yeah,
it
but
happen
this is-
live.
This is a watch Mondo here. Let's keep this going if we can. I am just going to go there, and now I'm going to ask for a towel. I really got it wet here. Okay.
Well, in
Side
fairness,
out.
he was going to
12
need the towel
plays
anyway.
2.
He was already on the ground.
Point.
And Dave, I guess this
That's
is what
going to
you
be
call
reviewed after the fact. 13,
sending a message. Sending a message.
13-2. Well, this message is going to be
13 plays
received.
2. Short.
See, this is what the players on the tour are finding out. They said, you know, I'm going to go in there and really focus. If I pull
Yeah.
Paul, I'm going to.
Second
And
serve.
they do. They try to change their habits. They get into shape, and then they play Paul, and they still only score 2 points. And then you come back the next time and say, you know, this is just a fun game I play.
Yeah.
When you feel like your best can't beat Paul, now you can see why some of the former top number ones are showing up to the court
Side out.
wearing their street clothes a
2
minute
plays
before the match.
13.
It's like, well,
Mm.
I have nothing else to live for.
Wow, and a rare moment of being wrong-footed for Paul Brady. He was kind of off balance there. And Dave, Nadi Alvarado is going to play Paul Brady. That was the rivalry in about 2006. And Dave, if Nadi plays the way he did this morning, that'll be very interesting. Your eyes
Yep,
are
that
up
was a
over your
point.
head. That's what my wife looks like. when I
3 plays
try and
13.
talk to her about something.
Had a piece of lint. I'm sure with your wife, though, it's completely different
Why is that?
because she's right.
Oh, that's true.
I'm lying, but I
Yeah.
know she's right.
Yeah.
I love watching an upset. I just
13 plays 3.
I
Well,
think it would be
just-
great news if Nadi was able to do something against Paul, but I
Short.
just don't know how a guy like him is going to recover at 41.
Well, I
Soon
don't
to be
think that
42.
match was that grueling for him.
Second serve.
It
He
didn't
looked
seem like-
great.
you're right. Yeah, he did look good. He has a lot of bounce to his step, but he's still 41 years old, soon to be 42 here.
I mean, even if Dave Nadi has one great game in him, it'll be interesting. It'll be fun to watch, just to see how Paul would match up against something like
in
that.
the first game against Emma Pichot, he was making shots. So
Well, don't forget, he ended the match on an 8-0 run. Amazing shots.
no, it's unbelievable what he looks like right now. But that's what Paul is here for. He loves the challenge.
Well, that's what we're here for. We love the sport. And all the great matches that happen on the back
I'm
courts
only
that we
here-
never broadcast.
I'm actually here to try to get my SAG card.
Hmm.
They keep saying
Possible
they're going to
match
send
point,
it, but
place
it
3.
hasn't happened. 14-3. This is match point. See if Paul just lets this drop and goes down for a low kill. Doesn't do it. And the game is over. So is
Great
the
match, gentlemen.
Mondo Ortiz thanking the crowd, says good try.
No, he said I tried.
I tried, okay. Dave, I know, you know, we've done many of these matches with Paul, and every single one, it kind of ends the same. We say, what can people do? And the answer is always the same. Maybe we should go to the 5 questions.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
tired of
really-
what can people do. I mean, everyone's answered it multiple times. There is no solution. It's a riddle that can't
I
be
mean,
solved.
I know a handball player that gets up in the morning, runs washboard stomach, works out as hard as Paul Brady does, but isn't dominating handball. So it's not like you can't say, I'm going to go out there and get into the best shape of my life and defeat everybody because Paul's the best athlete. There's something a little bit more to this game than just being in the best shape. I mean, look at Nadi Alvarado.
Yeah.
He's really what you always say is a consummate pro.
Yeah.
Thinks about the game, does the right things, eats the right foods, prepares the right way, cools down the right way. But it's just, you know, it's just interesting the way the game is. You still can't beat Paul Brady. Let's go to Kara Mack, who might have some answers. I'm looking for those answers now. Kara?
Some answers here with Paul Brady. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks very much.
How does it feel to always be the guy with the target on your back?
Obviously, I'm used to it by now. I've had it for the last 10 or 12 years, so I just don't concentrate on that. You know, the last time I played Armando, he beat me, so I kind of was up for today, and you know, I've been focusing on this for a while now. So I've got to just keep down my head every time I play him, because I know how dangerous he is. We've seen at the end of the first game how he can crack off a load of points in a few seconds. So he'll be back. I got to be ready for the next time.
Did he get into your head at all when he cracked those few points on you?
No, I just kept playing away. Just tried to stay focused. Like I say, I've been in that situation before, and I just have to try and stay focused on what I'm trying to do.
When you talk to other players about playing you, they say it's so difficult because you're just so consistent. Every single hit is perfect. When you come in, do you just play your game, or do you actually think about who your opponent is and come up with a different plan?
It's a bit of both. I suppose foremost it's trying to play my best, and then obviously you know, I've got to factor in my opponent and some other tendencies, and you know, so it's a bit of both. But I suppose primarily it's trying to concentrate on myself. You know, when you take a loss like I did last year against Armando, you gotta, you know, go back to the drawing board. So I've just got to guard myself against that sort of thing.
Exciting match coming up with the semifinals being you and Nadi, which has been a rivalry for years. You guys played each other years ago, and it's not just these young guys coming in. So a lot of people are looking forward to this match. Does that excite you at all, coming and playing someone like him?
It does, yeah. We haven't played in a few years, so I could say, you know, it's good to be playing someone different. I haven't played Nadi in a long time. I've played Emil a lot in the last year, so it's good to be playing someone different. So that was a big match for me today. You've got to mentally unwind down now for a little while and get ready for that.
Anything to say to the young ones who come in here and show that you two guys have a lot of experience and know how to play the game? A lot of people come in here wanting to beat you two, and yet you guys are standing strong.
I suppose they do. But you know, that's a testament to how good a player Nadi is. But like I say, I've just got to focus and try and beat him now, and that's what I'm going to be doing now, and play intense, and just try and play intense from the start and don't stop till you know, I want to get the result, obviously, and I'm not going to stop till I get it.
Yeah, awesome. Look forward to it. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
But who's going to play him in a movie? I thought.
Next time.
I want to know what his 3 favorite foods are. It's not going to happen.
If you want.
No, I know. I know that hummus is probably an answer. Dave, I mean, not only the best handball player, he's in the best shape of everybody. He gives the best interviews.
Well, yeah, he's the all-around best in the sport.
Triple threat. Paul Brady defeating Mondo Ortiz here, 15-10, 15-3. We have women's semifinals now starting with Aoife McCarthy and Katrina Casey coming up. We'll talk about that here in just a few. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here on ESPN. And the Watch ESPN app, as we have more handball action right around the corner. Women's semifinals in New York City with the WPH and the Race for 8, brought to you by Edel Handball. Next, stick with us.
It's Timothy Green's first day at school.
What's in there? He's about to fall over.
Anything he might need. There's a box of tissues on the bottom and some Band-Aids. There's a whole first aid kit, actually.
Mom, I can handle it from here.
You don't have to be perfect.
Have a great day.
That's too much pressure.
Have the day you have.
To be a perfect parent.
There are two people in the world who want you more than anything. They'll make some mistakes, but they will love you more than you can ever imagine.
There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.